right at the top of the tree tonight. By popular demand, we've got Ken KG Cunningham. They said, you've got to get him on earlier. We want to watch him first up, so we've got him on. So Ken's on this afternoon in the box seat. He's in the box seat with David Murphy. David Murphy is an outstanding trainer. Last week in South Australia, he took out the Graduate Pace with a horse called Let Memphis Loose, Ken. His career has been outstanding. $4.5 million in prize money over 750 winners. You take it away. You're in the box seat.
Well, David, it's amazing. The winners per drive for David Murphy, of course, who trains at Ballarat, is quite remarkable. Let's welcome David Murphy to the program. And David, thank you for your time.
Morning, KB. How you going?
David, congratulations last week. You would have been delighted with the effort of Let Memphis Loose coming around the home turn. How are you feeling?
Always confident. I mean, the week before, he showed a terrific turn of foot. I mean, 2-year-old racing, it's all, like, he'd only had a couple of starts prior to the heat, so, and one of them didn't go so well at all. Decided to make the journey over, although that race didn't go well. His track work was terrific, and, after the Kilmore run, which went poorly, I just thought, this horse's track work's terrific. He seems, in the zone as far as doing the job we want him to do. So, but around the last corner, he's still hanging a little bit on the corners, and you're just concentrating, okay, get him around first, and then once he balanced in the straight, I knew that he'd jump on his toes. I mean, so a good turn of foot and a horse that tries hard and likes to win. So they're terrific little horses to train.
David, you appeared to have the other horses covered a long way from home. You're travelling 3 right around the home turn, but boy, you're travelling sweetly down the back straight.
Yeah, I mean, slightly, but as I say, he was hanging a bit on the last corner, and it was just all about, balance and all that sort of thing. And the two up front, I had the two main dangers in front of me, so I knew that did a little bit. You couldn't have scripted it better. Them two sort of knocked themselves around a little bit, and I was the fresh horse on the scene, so you couldn't have scripted a better run.
So, David, what are your plans now for Let Memphis Loose?
Oh, well, I mean, he's in the Southern Cross. I mean, it's it was a satisfying win on a few accounts. I'd had it on ticking over in my head for a couple of years that the South Australian sales was a good spot to buy, mainly because of the eligibility of the racing over there and here. We've still got a bit to learn about the horse. I mean, 2-year-olds, it's all about just pointing him in the right direction and seeing what they shape up to. He'll stay in work now, but he won't do nothing strenuous for a while. We'll basically take him away from the races for a month or so. Whether we have a crack at the Vicbred races here, or whether we think, in Victoria he might be one of the bunch, but it certainly looks like over there he might be one of the big fish sort of things. So, but most likely we'll put him in a couple of the Victorian size stakes races, and the harder racing over here will sort of, he needs to learn how to race and get better and better, which he seems to have the scope to do that. So, but he'll be definitely getting back over there in July.
Well, David, he certainly looks the pick of the bunch over here in South Australia so far. He's certainly an outstanding horse. Did you go shopping at the yearling sales this year?
No, I didn't. It's funny, like every year coming into the sales, I mean, the last few years I've been a reasonably big buyer at Victoria. I generally buy, 3 or 4 each year. No owners had sort of jumped out of the woodwork to say, are you going to the sales? Can you buy us one or anything like that? So it wasn't until a month before the Victorian sale that I actually had buyers. So I didn't really have any buyers pre-South Australia sales, but I'll be certainly doing my best to get back next year. And there's a group of 4 of us who own Memphis. I'm sure them guys will be keen for me to go back next year, and we might have a crack at doing it again.